My name is Mary Onaife. It's 7 and this is the Front Page Review, a program that gives you headlines from different newspapers in Nigeria and discuss the issues in the news, discuss the hot topic. We have two analysts on the program, Rufai Oseni and Obed. We're going to be analyzing the stories that are making the rounds, and then the phone lines. Usually we open the phone lines for you to call in and join the conversation, leave a WhatsApp message. So let's begin this morning. We'll start with this day newspaper. Now, the headline here says that Nigerian passport processing time now 2 weeks, says minister. Yeah, that story is there. It's it's a good one. Senate confirms Balarabe Bio Ibrahim Olawande as minister. The story is we get the story here in this day newspaper. And now let's take a look at the ones in the Punch newspaper. I just give you a few of the headlines, just a few of them. Now, the Punch, Chicago Varsity vindicates Tinubu presidency, insists Atiku files a document today. Naira among Africans' worst currency, falls by 40%, says World Bank. As they hear in the Punch newspaper, teachers' car crushes people to death in Lagos school. Economic downturn, states borrow 46 billion naira from banks to pay salary. That story you will get here in the Punch newspaper. Now, the story has a rider. The rider says that Access Fidelity Zenith lends states 46 billion naira in 6 months as governors battles poor IGR, and Fiscal Responsibility Commission issues a guideline to bank on lending to state MDAs. Now, that's the rider to the story. Now, another headline here in the Punch newspaper said Ministerial nominee Faith journalist dies in National Assembly shuttle. That story is in the Punch newspaper. Now, Jakpa federal government to increase enrollment quota for medical schools. Nigerians to obtain passport in 2 weeks, says the federal government. Now to the Daily Trust newspaper, Atiku ready to speak as pressure mounts on Tinubu over Chicago saga. Fresh twist as Chicago University says it does not have certificate Tinubu presented to INEC. That's the reason the Daily Trust newspaper. And Nasarawa APC rejects majority judgment to backs governor's decision to appeal. Tinubu's certificate, not fake. Presidency breaks silence on the Chicago's saga. And still in the Daily Trust, Senate confirms ministerial nominees who collapsed during screening to others. He was exhausted. Akpabio speaks on nominee who collapsed during screening. Now to the Vanguard newspaper this morning, it says that state divided over federal government 35,000 naira wage award to federal workers. And the presidency Atiku disagree over certificate Tinubu's submitted to INEC. That story is in the Vanguard newspaper. Now, the writer to that story says he didn't submit forged certificate presidency. We don't have time for frivolous issues, Tuga. President forged document, eBay Atiku's aid. Nigerians' image among Committee of Nation on trial. Labour Party says we await Supreme Court's verdict. Now, these are the writers to the story that says presidency Atiku disagree over certificate Tinubu submitted to INEC. And still in the Vanguard this morning, Mobad court remands Naira Marley, Sam Larry, two others. And two brothers sentenced to death for killing farmer in Akwa Ibom. And now to the Guardian newspaper this morning, crisis looms in varsity over mass exodus of lecturers. Navy intercept 35 million worth of cannabis in Badagry. A tragedy in Senate. A journalist dies. A ministerial nominee slumps during screening. That story is in The Guardian. And still in The Guardian, federal government to court waiting time for passport review visa on arrival policy. Gunmen adopt 5 female undergraduates in Castina. Now, these are your headlines this morning from all of this newspapers. I think I gave you 6 newspapers and 6 headlines. I gave you headlines from 6 newspapers in Nigeria. Now, we'll move to look at the top stories this morning. But before then, I'll go on this break to bring you this message, a very quick one. And after that, we'll get talking. Rufai Oseni is standing by already to analyze the story. So keep it here. Do not change the dial.
Did you know that crude oil is the only commodity that anything which affects its pricing and availability ultimately affects the global economy? Do you know that crude oil still accounts for 50% of the world's source of energy? Did you also know that petrochemicals derived from oil and natural gas make the manufacturing of over 6,000 everyday products and high-tech devices possible? Now, did you know you can buy and sell crude oil without formal license, without taking delivery of product, and at the comfort of your home and offices, leveraging on the price changes in crude oil? You are in luck, because you can join the upcoming oil and gas virtual workshop from wherever you are to learn more. The Absolutely workshop is free of charge. Just send a WhatsApp message now to +234 809 060 6336. That is 0809 060 6336 to know how you can benefit from the multi-billion-dollar oil and gas industry. +234 809 060 6336. Oh yes, Nigerians can now invest in crude oil futures and derivatives while aiming for double profits. The price of oil has reached its highest level this year, yet many Nigerian investors have not benefited from the global oil price. Despite being one of the major producers in the world, the multi-billion-dollar global oil sector is without doubt one of the most liquid industries with significant profit margins for many investors worldwide. Nigerian investors, on the other hand, seem to be left behind by the prospective opportunities in this area, even as the market is now fully deregulated with the removal of fuel subsidies, and Nigerians now buy fuel based on the direct market price. Yet they are not benefiting from the gains of the market. That is exactly why CCI Institutional Trading is poised to providing crude oil futures and derivatives to the Nigerian investing arena through its educational arm, CCI Finance Academy, in collaboration with other trading giants. The event will educate investors on the benefits of investing in crude oil futures, derivatives, and other market instruments, as well as the regulatory structures and potential profits from investing in the oil market. To revitalize the economy, it is necessary to maximize opportunities in previously underutilized areas, and the oil market is too appealing to ignore. The upcoming workshop, which is in its 2nd edition, will be virtual and in person in any available educational center nationwide, and will target significant oil and gas investors, investment bankers, brokers, corporate organizations, startup investors, securities dealing firms, and private individuals. This is an event you must not miss. To register, send a WhatsApp message to +234 809 060 6336. That is 0809 060 6336.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. You are listening to the front page review. Now to the headlines this morning. Let's look at this story. We start with the good news. You know, every day, usually one news or the other, although we'll still get to it. But let's start with this one that says that you can now collect your passport in 2 weeks. And now, It says here that Nigerian to obtain passport in 2 weeks, says the federal government. The federal government told us that the era of waiting for months to get your passport is over. This was announced as a 2-week timeline for the processing of passport application. Now, the Minister for Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, said this on Wednesday in Abuja while he was giving an update on his directive to Nigerian Immigration Service to clear over 204,000 backlogs. Yeah, he was giving instructions for that of passport application. So he said on September 7th, we made a promise to sort out that number, and we actually did. Hello, good morning to you, Rufai.
Bless you. Good morning, Mary.
Beautiful morning. Now, we're starting on a good note this morning before we go into the big stories, the big ones. This says Nigerians to obtain passport in 2 weeks, says the federal government. Now, this minister is one of the ministers that is giving Nigerians joy. I did my own research and I found out that some people that have applied for passport, they were among the backlog that was cleared. They actually came out to testify. They told me that they were able to go there and that they got their passport. They told them to come back on Friday, you get it, and they actually got it. So this minister, Olubunmi, is giving us joy. Oh my goodness, I thought you heard me. Well, I think we're having a bit of a network challenge here, but let's see. I'll connect with Rufai again, and then we'll talk. But this is a good one. This is a very good one, and if you are applying for passport, it's saying that it will become easier now for you to just be able to apply, even apply online. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, please go ahead.
Congratulations, Mary. I think I've commended the minister, but the biggest story in the land this morning I want to talk about is the fact that there's been a full transcript of the deposition of what happened in Chile.
Yes.
Mary, it is very damp. I read through over 200 pages yesterday. The school said they are not the ones that gave President Tinubu the certificate he submitted in INEC. Yes, they say it's a graduate, but they are not the ones that gave him that certificate. They also talked about the fact that they don't even know that his middle name is Ahmed. They also went further to talk about a certain man called, because there were two lawyers that interrogated, Mr. Henderson for Mr. Tinubu and Miss Angela Liu for Atiku Abubakar. Also said that, yes, they saw a couple of those discrepancies, but they could not account for where the discrepancies came from. The school also affirmed that they have a porous system, because most of the answers the school was giving, they couldn't even answer in the affirmative. And it's quite very different. And why I'm saying this, posterity with judges and Judge BOP, is that there's a constant media blackout. A lot of people are, for some felony reason, are deliberately not reporting the full deposition. They're just reporting the government's reaction to it. And that's a media spin going on. As a journalist, you report all sides. They also further affirmed that there was a certain Mr. Orr that first gave Mr. Tinubu's lawyers his, the certifications that he got out of school that they are reading. And they said the Mr. Orr certified the document against the convention of CSU. They said it was an express case or something. And they said that Mr. Orr left the school after he certified the document. So, but they said they didn't know the reason why he left. And they talked about myriads of issues. For some people that were lying that there was now Reba was not subpoenaed by CSU, Emma Reba didn't subpoena CSU. They confirmed that they gave CSU, that CSU gave Enao Reba the documents he came to present in the Nigerian court, that the Nigerian court failed to continue with the case. And when they interrogated them further, that you say you don't have any student record in your deposition, but where did you see the record you gave Enao Reba? Then they changed mouth again. On the part of Mr. Henderson, yes, when he asked his question, they confirmed to him that, okay, there can be public case of clerical errors, like they said before. And he also confirmed that they graduated, and he asked a couple of other questions. But what it is that it's quite very, very shocking, the deposition. And it's in full. I think every Nigerian should know what is happening. I just needed to say this out there, and that's the facts and nothing but the facts. Over 200 pages deposition. I took out my time. I read through everything yesterday. Because some people were trying to say all sorts yesterday. In fact, some newspaper tried to spin it based on their own angle and all. But that was not the truth because they didn't see the full transcript. The full transcript was not out until 12 noon yesterday. So this is the highlight of, the full transcript.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that out, because there are different angles to this story, to this different perspective, some people are saying that
there's a complete media blackout on it. In fact, the only paper I've seen this morning that quoted from the full transcript is this day. They're the only ones that had the balanced side of the reportage. The other papers I've seen are just reporting the government's reaction, which is not balanced media.
Why don't you put the whole story out there? Now, some argument, in the public discourse, it's been said that, okay, the school has affirmed that he actually graduated from that school, from the Chicago University, and also he's male. So what else are people looking for?
Mary, but the school could not affirm that because the school did not even verify the Southwestern College record. They said it in the deposition yesterday that was showing that he was female. The school also confirmed that they don't have a good verification mechanism. The bone of contention is not graduation, Mary. See, for you to submit a document under oath, there must be an authenticating body of the documents. So what the president did was that he submitted a document that did not come from the school under oath, and he claimed it came from the school. And that's false under oath. That's the substantive matter here. It's not a case of graduation or no graduation. All right? He claimed that the document was from his school, and he submitted it under oath. So take, for instance, Mary. If I want to submit a document to you, there's going to be an issuing body. It's the issuing body that authenticates the document. They will have some level of veracity. So take, for instance, if I write you a letter and say from VOP, that's the issuing body. I have my authenticator. What if VOP now says they didn't write the letter and got it from somewhere else? Is that a fraudulent letter?
Yes.
That's the bone of contention. So the school has been able to affirm that they did not give him the document that he submitted to INEC. It's called the INEC diploma. The diploma is submitted.
Well, it is admissible in court. Because at the end of the day, the Supreme Court will they take this?
Mary, I don't want to talk too much about our judicial system, but you and I know our judicial system very well. Our judicial system that as I yesterday, the new judge was selected. There's a man, Anselm Chidi-Odinkalu, wrote an article talking about the fact that most of our judges are now putting their children in the judiciary. In fact, yesterday when they asked me this question, I said, if they merit it. But on reading Anselm Odinkalu's article, I saw some sense in it. Because take, for instance, they said in 2020, about 15 positions were announced for new role judges in Federal High Court. That most of the 30 people they not finally employ were people that had affiliations to one or two judges inside the place. So it's to the court to admit it. But it's not the court to decide. But this evidence is clear and damning. And this is a clear case of logic. You claimed that the document you submitted was authorized by an issuing body. The issuing body said they did not know about the document you submitted. So what is that? So the issuing body cannot authenticate your document. And that's why the guys were not ready to authenticate the document, because they didn't give him the document. People have also extended the argument by saying, you can print a third-party document, it's just ceremonial. For you to submit a document to a body like INEC, it must be authenticated because it falls short of the Evidence Act. You remember during the Election Petition Tribunal that they said they would not admit some document because it falls short of the Evidence Act. Say, for instance, the EU reports. They said it was not authenticated by the EU, that the EU himself did not come and make the deposition and cross-examine their witness. So if you submit a document that you got from a third party, not the issuing house that you claim authenticated the document, then it falls flat on the streets. And it was as good as no document was submitted, because it was as good as a fraudulent document. That's the conversation. See, Mary, these arguments they keep making, you are graduated, it's gaslighting. That's not the argument. It's just gaslighting. the main authentic part is the document you submitted has no integrity. The issuing house has come out to say that the document you submitted, they don't know about it. Mary is just like you.
Yeah.
Say you're a member of staff of VOP.
Yeah.
And VOP said we did not issue your employment letter. Just imagine that.
But now VOP admit that I was actually a staff here at a point, but the employment letter that I submitted is not the one they gave me. That's it, right?
Good. So,
yes.
What does that make you a staff? Automatically, according to the law, you were not a staff of VOP. If you worked there, you were a freelancer.
But if at a point VOP said, okay, I was a staff here and this is the employment letter they gave me, but the one I am submitting to you is a different one, but actually I was a staff here at some point.
So automatically, automatically what they are saying is,
yeah,
you were a staff here.
Yes.
You could, what they were, it's not that what they were saying. You were saying you came here, but what you are submitting is not what they can authenticate. What authenticates you to actually be their staff is the fact that they can defend you and say, okay, the document you now went to tell another person with, that you came here with, is what we gave you. We authenticate it. But now they are saying they did not authenticate. They didn't know how the document was generated.
Okay. So, yeah, I think you...
So,
it's
becoming
clear really...
enough. So
yes.
It falls flat. It falls flat on the street. But I don't know what the court would say. I'm not the Nigerian court. But the deposition, I think a lot of Nigerians should go read it. It was quite damning. It was, and it's a moment of reflection for us as a nation.
I think everybody should go read it yourself, because if you wait for social media and wait for different opinion, you wouldn't know the truth. So read it yourself.
So you wouldn't know Go read it yourself and read it objectively.
And then you get it. Okay. We have other stories here. I know time is running, but they said that Naira among Africans.
But this is the biggest story in the land.
It's the biggest. This is the biggest, yeah. And it's good that you put it out there, because different newspapers, different social media platforms are reporting different angles to this story. Now, Naira among Africans' worst currency falls by 40%, says World Bank. That's one of the stories here. And also economic downturn. States borrow 46 billion naira from banks to pay salaries. That is also in the open there. I'd like you to comment on the...
Don't think that the sad realities about our economy, and we all know that. So pure and simple, we all know that. Those are the sad realities about our economy, and we all know that. So, and another thing about the deposition, please, truth is, there were lots of inconsistencies, even in what the CSU was saying. There are a lot of inconsistencies. They said something while they were under cross-examination under Angela Lu. They said something different again. So that can also be extrapolated further.
Even the CSU, are they hiding some other information? Why can't they just making this issue more complex? Yeah, it's not so difficult. Like, you could go to my school now and pick out all the university I went to. They'll give you everything. So why say one thing and say the other, making everything complex?
Because you see, the truth has to be said about that case area. If you got the document and you didn't get it, and it wasn't an authentic document, you shouldn't have submitted it. Once you submitted it and you submitted it under oath and you claimed it was an authentic document, it was misleading. So that's pure and simple. That's the simple analogy of it. Wow. That's pure and simple.
Wow. Thank you very much.
So as we're saying,
because of time, what happened yesterday at the screening? One of the nominees that fainted. I think Senate should have a doctor already on ground, not the way it was handled.
No, apart from even doctor already on ground, I think what should happen is the fact every room in the Senate must have a first aid kit, and all the members must be trained how to use first aid and have first aid responses before a doctor comes. I think that's the missing gap. Must have a first aid kit, and even all of us, even in public places and everything.
Not sugar, water. No,
Mary, maybe one of these days we have to even bring some first aid experts on the air, and they'll teach you how to even do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. You get, we need to learn all these things because those are life skills.
Yeah.
The man could have died if intervention was not.
And a journalist
so
died. A journalist also died yesterday too. I think a journalist, yes, also died. He slumped before he was taken. Before he could go to the hospital, he died on arrival. A journalist from a Tribune newspaper. Very sad.
So sad. I mean, we pay tribute to him, and so.
Thank you so much, Rufai. Time is gone. I think tomorrow we'll continue from here. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, we'll go for a quick break. I'll be back with more stories. Keep it here.
Is building a $40 billion economy, among which is the huge International Trade Center. It is the Oji River Industrial Park, the biggest in Africa, located in Ugwoba, few minutes drive to Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Anambra State. Oji River Industrial Park is financed by African Development Bank, International Finance Corporation, American Exim Bank, Bank of Industry, Infrastructure Development Bank, Central Bank, Taj Bank, Sukuk Funds, and Development Bank of Nigeria. It is time to invest. Don't wait. Oji River Industrial Park has over 150,000 shop spaces and business plaza with state-of-the-art security cameras, fire-resistant walls, hospitals, fast foods, recreational centers, steady power supply, residential spaces for workers and business owners. Indeed, it is time to invest. For more inquiries, visit ojiriveric.com.ng or call Anosike on 0813-180-1541, Jude 0903-194-9623, Adigbo 0704-713-0361, Eda Patrick 0816-817-0210. This project is in partnership with Zelox Group.
Attention broadcasters, independent producers, and content streamers. This is your chance to buy or sell quality content. At Africast 2023, the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, will be launching the very first ever Nigerian TV and film content hub. Join us from the 24th to the 26th of October at the Marriott Hotel Ikeja, Lagos, and be part of a game-changing experience. Content Hub is your destination for content acquisitions, aggregation, licensing, and distribution of both local and international programs across for broadcasters in Nigeria. For more inquiries, visit www.africast.com.ng. Content Hub, your easy and affordable access to quality and affordable content. Don't miss out. The Africast Content Hub, brought to you by the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, in collaboration with NIFS.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos Airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
Serving you hot and fresh content on radio, and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at BOP TV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news, lifestyle, and more. It's all about you. BOP TV, show up, speak up.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream delights in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, Festac Town, 28 at Denira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions. Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Yeah, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. You are listening to the Front Page Review. I have Obed Awede with me. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mary.
Yeah, Obed Awede is the chairman, editorial board, Politics Now newspaper. Good to have you. Now, let's move to the stories here. We have quite a number, but top on our list is Chicago Varsity vindicates Tinubu presidency, insists Atiku files document today. Now, Daily Trust is also reporting another angle to this story. Daily Trust newspaper is saying that there are some discrepancies in the certificates, the one that was submitted by the president to INEC. We have that story on one hand, and also Atiku is ready to speak on the issue. So that's one story that I'd like you to comment on, although we have others here, but I think that takes the center stage. Go ahead. Oh my goodness, I've lost connection with him. Talking about the network. I'll try and connect with Obed again and see if we could hear his perspective on that story. Okay, hello?
Yes.
Okay, good. Did you get my question?
No, it just went off.
Okay, great. I was talking about the Chicago story here. Yes, that's big on all of the newspapers. Punch is reporting that the Varsity vindicates Tinubu presidency and insists the article files document today. Daily Trust is reporting that there are some discrepancies in the certificate that was submitted to INEC and the one Chicago brought. So, I'd like to get your take on this. And people on the internet are saying the president should resign.
As a matter of fact, the gathering is more polarized. If you go to Twitter sphere and the rest of them, you actually see two different arguments, polarized along the line of what the president has committed an infraction. The second one saying, no, he has not committed anything. It's clerical error about the certificate. Now, the issue is that the issue or which article when the president is based on that certificate, that Tinubu forged a certificate. I don't think an article is saying that he didn't go to Chicago State University. That's not the argument at all. The records have come and the university has said, oh yes, he was a student. He even graduated. Tinubu said that well. Some people have said that they graduated. So I'm not a man who graduated was issued a certificate now forged his own certificate. Now that is where the conundrum is, which is what the Supreme Court will decide. People are expecting the Supreme Court to be an expansionist court, a policy court, in the sense that if you look at these whole issues and then stand on the leg of morality and say, well, based on all these old things you are saying, about records here, records there that are wrong, perhaps we just set it right and if it disqualifies Tinubu. I'll be very shocked if they do that. Yesterday, the Supreme Court Chief Justice was swearing in Federal High Court judges, and he said that they should be mindful of social media, that their judgments will not be based on social media but on the law. You see, will not be based on social media.
But on the law, yes.
Yes. So what it means that they are going to take notice of these things, but they're going to follow the law to the letter. That's what I expect them to do. Now, what is the law? The constitution is very clear. If you submit a false document, you are automatically disqualified from being president. The electoral law of the Electoral Act also support the constitution, the rights for the constitution and support that. Now, the interpretation that the Supreme Court we give to that document, is it false, or as Chicago State University was saying that they cannot authenticate it, but look, that various versions of certificates come and the rest of them, but they all come from university. Now, will you take this as false? Will you take the other inputs, the differences in this date of birth that we've seen, 3 different dates of birth for one man, entering the school, inside the school, and coming out of school, and even on INEC, 3 different dates of birth. Will you take that as perjury or so on and so forth? So those are things that the Supreme Court will actually educate on. But from a moral standpoint, the president has increasingly lost the respect of Nigerians. So all these things were totally unnecessary. We don't have to have ourselves so dragged in the mud, the entire country, in a president that doesn't have a background. And we should not forget that the reason that people went to the Chicago, people are blaming him, you took this outside the country, is because the president doesn't have a primary school certificate, doesn't have a first school living certificate. He doesn't have a white certificate. That is by Nigerian standard, because there's a document that shows that he went to primary school and secondary school in this country. Yes, among the documents that Chicago State University brought out was something from government college, Ikorodu Abiojo, that was a claim that came for a school that was set up 4 years after the date on that record. So you don't just know how messed up all these things are and the kind of image they give to us.
Thank you.
Because we have to take it into consideration, the Ministerial into consideration, but Representative Tinubu is already solid for life.
Thank you very much. We'll see how all of this pans out if the Supreme Court will admit this case.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Obedawede. We'll talk again tomorrow. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Now, the phone lines are open for you to call in and let's talk this morning. I think we still have a lot of time to get your views on this. Numbers to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Good morning, Mr. Darlington. You are my first caller. Mr. Darlington from Yanokmajo City.
Yes, my dear. How are you?
I'm doing great this morning. Yeah.
Please. Lying and deceit. In the Senate crime, Tinubu does not need anybody to tell him to resign. I'm telling you, the ripple effect of what has happened is what nobody has considered. Did you hear what is going on in the UK now? That nurses who have been working in the UK, this certificate fraud, the UK government is now telling them that all of them should bring their certificate to. They should bring it back. They want to reevaluate them, or they want to know those who actually brought the new certificate or not. I'm talking of those who have been working in the UK for 4 years now. The same thing in the US. In fact, some countries now, they are even trying to bring a new policy on Nigerian students who want to study in their country concerning their certificate. Many people who are supporting it, they don't even know the importance of what has happened to Nigeria. They don't know. Seriously. The main fact that this man entered into that university with the fake certificate, is it not enough? Government college in Lagos was never in existence in 1970 when Tinubu claimed to have graduated from there. Students who went to that school, the first pioneer students, they have come to testify. What kind of thing is this for God's sake? Is it because the so-called Bola Tinubu is late now? Is that not why nobody is talking about her? Because she's the owner of that transcript. Tinubu took advantage and stole it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Dalenti. Thank you. Your time is up. Thank you very much for your contribution this morning. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Madam Mary.
Good morning to you, sir. What's your name and location?
Yes. I'm Alaji calling from Isolo Road.
Welcome, Alaji. Good to have you. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. I listened to Rufai Analyses this morning.
Yeah.
And your counter analysis, which this thing have been submitted, and I brought it from America. We should relax and allow the Supreme Court to do justice to it. People are just coming up with different analysis. Even Rufai has been talking about certificate. Now that the certificate has been authenticated, he's talking about morality again. He's not a lawyer. It's not in a place to say that one. We should cool down, allow the court to do justice to it. Look at the Chief Justice of Nigeria day before yesterday, that wanting the judges to beware of all this online analysis and follow the rule of law. The people don't bring emotional things to the radio. We start talking as if we are the Chief Justice of Nigeria, talking lackadaisically, contumaciously, and they condemn each other. Let us give ourselves a chance and let the justice prevail.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you, Alaji. Good morning to you. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call in. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mary. How are you?
I'm doing fine. John Legend. Welcome to the program.
You see, why we are afraid in all these things is this: everything goes in this country. That is the truth. Even if they get the whole evidence, everything goes in this country. But it's very bad. We are not kids anymore. We are mature people. Only what we need is a good country for ourselves. We are not asking for much. Give us a good government, a man that we say, let it be a. We have young people. See that one that collapsed. Before you know it now, they will fly him outside the country. He will be using our money to treat himself. He just came for an interview. He collapsed there. Tomorrow night, they will just use our money to fly him abroad. And the work we gave him, he will not do it. Spending money unnecessarily. Whereas we have competent and capable people to work. Young men and young women that's supposed to work, they will leave them. They will just go and take all the same old politicians that have looted this country to stupor. Now they will use the money, the little money they're supposed to do something. Then he will use it now to go after the country, be treating himself and treating his family, which is very bad. We don't need people that are not okay. We don't need sick people. We need healthy people that are okay, that are ready to work. We have stars in Nigeria. We have young people that are ready to work. Not old people.
Thank you.
Not old people.
Thank you very much. Thank you, John Legend. I appreciate you. But you should know that the person that was screened yesterday that fainted, it's not an old man. And nowadays, even young people, they collapse. So we can't pin that on his age. Maybe he had issues. Maybe he was anxious. Maybe, but we don't know. But we can't say he was old, and that's why even young people now, they collapse. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Madam Mary.
Good morning to you. Welcome. What's your name and location?
Monday.
Okay, Monday.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Monday.
Yes, I say this and we say this. This man, Bola Tinubu, should resign. He's giving Nigeria a knock on the head because the file is enough reason. This result we are talking about, all those things they are printing, is from the government. And computer will not do mistake. If you give a child knock and the child is crying and he's already crying, you now give him knock, as your proverb said, you don't have respect for that country. This man does not have respect for the country. That's why all of us are crying.
Mr. Monday, let's wait for the Supreme Court now to give judgment on the whole issue. You can't just let's wait.
Something from diaspora we are talking about. This is something from diaspora, and this is what I think we want to use to file it. He has the right to do so, and he has the right to win. And people are mourning. We don't want to mourn again. We don't want to mourn. That's why we are complaining.
Thank you, Mr. Monday. Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution this morning. I will have another caller here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. What's your name and your location?
This is Nedu calling from Switzerland.
Okay, Mr. Nedu, go ahead, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
You see, why Nigeria will never move forward is because we always try to defend the religion, right? Or our political parties. Calling black white. Okay, let me give you an instance. Mesoma, the young girl who forged her JAMB results, was banned for 2 years from entering university. She got punished.
She
forged her JAMB.
She was banned for 3 years. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm giving you another instance. In London, in England now, our nurses, a lot of people are going to retake their IELTS exam, the exam that brought them to England, because of the results they feel is forged. Third one, verification. I can give you number now because this one now, Göttingen, Germany. There are people who went on scholarship last year. Church scholarship, they call it. One guy, the person I know that is among them is an ex-banker in Nigeria. So one guy helped them to secure visa through this scholarship. Now, the organization that is paying for this scholarship now found out that the Anglican Church they used as member, that the signature is from the bishop, now found out that certificate is fake. Not their school certificate, though. Just the one from Anglican Church, that they are member of this church, that are worshiping in this church. Now they withdraw everything about them, and they are now to pay all the money they have been paying them over a year now.
Thank you.
Everybody is about to pay $14,000 each.
Thank you, Nedu. Thank you, Nedu. Time is up. Your time is up here. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mary.
Yeah, Mr. Ikan from Solo Kingdom. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Like I normally say.
You're sounding very low.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. Now what I'm saying is like I normally tell you, the truth is forever. A liar is a man with a short memory. You remember all this wahala that is happening here. At this time, are we supposed to be talking about certificate of the person? Are we supposed to be talking about all this? Maybe like I said earlier, Buhari was the most luckiest president in this country. This administration might not be all that lucky because of all what is happening. It's so sad and it's very bad. I am not happy. When we're supposed to be talking about how to fix the economy, we're supposed to be talking about how we can move this country forward. Imagine dragging the number one. Now look at what is happening because of just one mistake of a person. Like the last caller just said, hear all the stories just because of what? It is unfair and it's not fair. It is not good. Mary, this country has to move forward. Like Rufai normally said, is it the country we are going to make for the future that is coming? What happened to the generation that is coming? Are we going to build a foundation that has already been scattered?
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
It is not fair.
Thank you.
If you resign, no. If you resign.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's take some WhatsApp messages here. I'll use this time to take messages. Lots of them. We'll start with the one here in WhatsApp. Chika Bende from Trade Fair says the height of insecurity happening in the country lately and the quietness of the federal government over the whole thing is really something to be bothered about by anyone with conscience, and I hope it won't escalate further before the needful will be done. And about the slump, minister designates if assessed and see not capable health, why should be advised to bow down. Thank you. You almost make me bite my tongue with your message, Mr. Chika. Now Frank Onero from USA says to improve the value of the naira from the worst in Africa, Nigeria and its citizens must switch from consumption of imported goods to production of goods and services for local consumption and reduce corruption and eliminate the dollarization of transaction in Nigeria. Frank Onero from USA, thank you for your message. Now, Prince Ayotek from Arena Market says, good morning, Mary. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. Mary, the issue of passport is a good one. Kudos to the minister. At least Nigeria will no longer find it difficult to obtain their passport. People will begin to travel for greener pastures. The two brothers that kill a farmer should be killed by hanging to teach others lessons. When the school said that they are not the one that gave Mr. President his certificate, then I ask, where did he get his? Please, Mary, I want to get passport for someone. Help me ask them the price. Go to passport office. It's online. You can even check. Just check online. You get the price. You can even fill your form, submit all your documents online now. So just go to Google and start. Now, another one from Leo from Lagos says, good morning, Mary. The argument is clear that Chicago State University said the document Tinubu submitted to INEC did not emanate from the university. And this one evidence is enough to disqualify Tinubu. Leo, thank you for your message. Okay, another one here says the school confirmed that, thank you. Message is not clear. So let me take another one here. Casey Onoha from Ojo Alaba said, good morning, Mary. Since everybody they forge results, me, Casey Onoha, school for through Shard College in London. Judiciary should take note because if it reach my turn tomorrow, judiciary turn the matter upside down. We could stop there for this your message. Wait till you put and I go feel read them all. Okay, another message here. Let's see. Have quite a number. Chinedu from Badagry says the current wave of certificate forgery in our country is causing great problem to our people in diaspora. Today, about 18 nurses are being investigated in the US and all of them are Nigerians. So what are we saying? Supporting evil to be our way of life or what? It is a shame to pamper evil. That's why we are not growing as a nation. Let's unanimously condemn it totally. Chinedu from Badagry, thank you very much for your message. Quite a number. I haven't even touched the one here on YouTube. But I have to go now. Very sorry. Very sorry. Tomorrow I'll start from YouTube. I'll start taking messages from YouTube. Thank you very much for being part of the program. I need to go now. Coming up next is another interesting program, Ogendigbo. Keep it here. Do not change the dial. My name is Mary Onaifedeb. You can find me on Instagram. I'm there at Mary Media, MERRY Media. Keep it here. We are the voice of the people, 90.3 FM.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is